The world is watching Iran. Not for the reasons you might think, not for ancient history or stunning landscapes, but for a story of incredible courage unfolding right now on its streets. We're seeing a generation rise up, demanding change in a way that's shaking the very foundations of the Islamic Republic. This isn't just a fleeting protest. It's a nationwide movement, a revolution in the making, and it's being led by the bravest people you can imagine, the women and youth of Iran. So what ignited this fire? It all started with a name the world now knows, Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old woman, whose life was tragically cut short in September 2022. She was detained by the so-called morality police for allegedly wearing her hijab improperly. Her death in custody sparked outrage, but it was more than just outrage. It was the final straw. For decades, Iranians, especially women, have lived under a system of strict rules governing their dress, their behavior, and their freedoms. Mahsa's death became a symbol of this systemic oppression. Suddenly, a powerful and simple slogan echoed from the rooftops and city squares: woman, life, freedom. Zan Zendegi Azadi, this isn't just a chant. It's a declaration of what has been denied for so long. It's a demand for the basic right to choose, to live without fear, and to be free. What began as protests against the mandatory hijab quickly grew into a full-blown call for the end of the current regime. And who is at the forefront of this movement? It's the young people. High school students, university students, a generation that has grown up with the internet, with access to the outside world, yet feels trapped within their own borders. They see what life could be like and are no longer willing to accept the status quo. We've all seen the videos. Schoolgirls taking off their headscarves in defiance of their teachers, chanting in their classrooms. Young men standing shoulder to shoulder with them, facing down armed security forces. Their bravery is just breathtaking. They are using social media, creativity, and sheer determination to get their message out, bypassing state censorship to show the world what's really happening. This isn't the first time Iranians have protested. There have been major uprisings before, in 2009, in 2017, and in 2019. But this time, something feels different. The woman, life, freedom movement has united people from all walks of life. It's not just the urban middle class anymore. It's workers, ethnic minorities like the Kurds and Baluchis, artists, athletes, and even some religious figures who are speaking out. The movement has transcended social and economic divides, creating a solidarity that the government is finding incredibly difficult to break. The regime's response, as you can imagine, has been brutal. They've used internet blackouts to try and hide their actions, and they've met peaceful protesters with extreme force. Thousands have been arrested, many have been injured, and tragically hundreds have lost their lives, including children. The government has tried to frame these protests as a foreign plot, a classic tactic to delegitimize the people's genuine grievances. They blame outside enemies for stirring up trouble, refusing to acknowledge that the problem is internal. They refuse to listen to their own people who are simply asking for dignity and fundamental human rights. But despite the immense risks, the spirit of resistance is stronger than ever. It has transformed into a sustained campaign of civil disobedience. You see it in the everyday acts of defiance. Women walking in public without the hijab, a simple act that has now become a powerful political statement. Businesses going on strike in solidarity. Artists creating powerful works that capture the spirit of the revolution. Musicians writing anthems that are sung at protests and shared globally. Each act, big or small, chips away at the authority of the regime. The economic situation in Iran is also a huge factor fueling this fire. Decades of mismanagement, corruption, and crippling international sanctions have pushed the economy to the brink. Inflation is sky-high, unemployment is rampant, and the currency has lost most of its value. People are struggling to afford basic necessities. When you combine this economic despair with the lack of social and political freedom, you get a highly combustible situation. People feel they have nothing left to lose, and that's a powerful motivator for change. The Iranian diaspora has also played a crucial role. Millions of Iranians living abroad have become the voice for those being silenced back home. They organize massive rallies in cities across the globe, from Los Angeles to London to Berlin, keeping the international spotlight on Iran. They lobby governments, share information on social media, and provide a vital link between the protesters inside Iran and the outside world. Their tireless work ensures that the bravery of the people on the streets is not forgotten. Now, one of the biggest questions is, what happens next? Predicting the future in such a volatile situation is impossible. The regime still holds significant power. They control the military, the security forces, and the state apparatus. Overthrowing a deeply entrenched system like this is an incredibly difficult, long-term struggle. It won't happen overnight. There will be setbacks, and the human cost has already been immense. However, a fundamental shift has occurred. The wall of fear has been broken. An entire generation has shown that they are not afraid to demand their rights, even in the face of death. The government may be able to suppress a protest, but they cannot erase an idea. The idea of woman, life, freedom is now deeply embedded in the consciousness of the nation. The relationship between the rulers and the ruled in Iran has been permanently altered. The international community's role is complex. While many governments have condemned the crackdown and imposed sanctions on officials involved in the repression, there's a debate about what more can be done without harming the Iranian people further. But one thing is clear: moral support matters. When the people of Iran see that the world is watching and stands with them, it gives them strength. It tells them they are not alone in their fight. This is a story that is still being written, chapter by chapter, in the streets of Tehran, Isfahan, and countless other cities and towns across Iran. It's a story of incredible resilience, of a people who, after 45 years, are saying, enough is enough. They are fighting for a future where they can decide their own destiny, where women are not second-class citizens, where life is cherished, and where freedom is not just a dream, but a reality. The outcome is uncertain, but the courage is undeniable. Whatever happens, the woman, life, freedom movement has already changed Iran forever. It has shown the world the unyielding power of the human spirit in the face of tyranny. So let's keep watching, let's keep sharing their stories, and let's keep saying their names. Let's stand in solidarity with the people of Iran as they fight for the future they so rightfully deserve. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video informative, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more deep dives into important global events. Your support helps us continue to bring these stories to light. See you in the next one.